Australia's drivers enjoyed a fantastic day during the two heat races at the 2012 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals in Portugal, Portugal today. Leading the way once again for the Australian team, it was Lehane.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better result, you know. Like 2 heat wins and qualifying on pole, and just putting myself in a good position for finals time. So that's all that I'm really worrying about at the moment. Yeah.
Many of Australia's drivers who had a difficult time during qualifying yesterday managed to move their way up through the order in today's 2 heat races. In the DD2 Masters category, it was Hamish Leighton who showed some great speed to mix it near the front of the field.
Yeah, pretty good day at the office, a 5th and an 8th, but at the same time quite disappointed having gone to the lead of the 2nd heat race and then got freight trained and given a lesson in international driving.
You qualified well yesterday, you've run up the heat front today, you've led a race. How does that change your focus for tomorrow?
Look, I'm going to try really hard to get a good 3rd heat race together so I can be near the front for the pre-final. Because what I've learned is we've actually got the pace to run with these guys. We've managed to be out there and pace it with the best in the world. So we're not worried anymore. You know, it's a case of let's see if we can actually win this thing.
While the focus is on the drivers here at Portugal, there's a lot of Australians in the pit area working behind the scenes. William Yarwood is one driver who competed in the inaugural Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals, and William, you're back again.
Yeah, I'm back this year with Brent Coughlin as a mechanic this time, not as a driver, so the shoe's on the other foot.
How much has this event changed over the last 13 years?
It's just grown incredibly. Like when I first came back in the original year, we were allowed to use our own chassis. Now, there was still a lottery for the engines, but this year it's a lottery with everything. Like they had 270 odd go-karts all lined up on the track. I think the year I was here we only had 170, but it was over one class, so drastically different. A lot more countries representing. Before we sort of probably half the amount of countries but more of them, so unbelievable.
Thanks William, all the best with yourself and Brent over the weekend, and we'll go catch up with someone else in the pit area.
Cheers.
Here we find Johnny Pringle, and Johnny mate, you're sitting there reading a nice cosy book.
Yeah, well it takes the stress away because I've had a pretty nasty week so far.
What have you enjoyed most about this week? Has there been a highlight yet?
Yes, reading my book. No, nothing to be excited about. We didn't even do a good time anywhere except this last race, so I don't know if we're getting there or not, but we're a long way back.
Here we find Jace Lindstrom, and Jace, what's going on with that Pringle cart?
Not quite sure, to be honest. We're a bit of an unknown circumstances. Been at the back, engine issues yesterday, so we're well behind the 8 ball with the worrying about the engine issues yesterday in qualifying. So we're sort of on the back foot a fair bit, changing a few things we probably shouldn't have. So we're trying to make up lost time, really.
Well, now we find Berta Mawson. Berta, how's your week so far?
Not bad actually. We start a little bit, we have bad luck in the qualifying, but you know, it's getting better and better. I hope the 3rd heat is better than the other 2 and see what happens in Saturday.
Usually he's a driver, but this weekend he's spinning the spanners. Jake Spencer, how are you enjoying your time here at Portugal?
Yeah, pretty awesome experience, Lee. I've learned heaps so far looking after Hamish Leighton in DD2 Masters. He's doing a great job. Qualified in 5th position overall. He led one of the races today, which was pretty cool. But yeah, he's looking good for the finals.
What do you think of the Rotax Max Grand Finals? What's it like to be a part of a huge Australian team?
Yeah, no, it's a pretty awesome experience. You have a look around, the facilities here are amazing. The tracks, something we haven't got really in Australia. It's awesome facilities all around, and yeah, great to be here.
What about being on the other side of the fence, really? You've driven at the top level in Australia, also the Asia Pacific Championship in Japan. Are you nervous watching Hamish out there?
Yeah, I think I'm more nervous than Hamish sometimes. You come so far all the way to Portugal, you just really want to get a good result. And yeah, luckily he's driving me well this weekend. That's good for me. He's got really good feedback, which is good for me as well. And yeah, we're going well.
Tomorrow's action will consist of one final heat race and the last chance qualifiers race. Follow all the action on karting.net.au.